Hey friends, happy Thursday, the 16th of May, Thursday of the last week of Easter. It's nice to be with you. I'm Father Bill Hill, priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I'll share with you a reflection based on the daily readings. The readings are linked down below. Click the link, read the readings prayerfully, and then turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. We do have a vigil for Pentecost Saturday night, 6 p.m. A great opportunity for us to pray for our entire community of faith, English speakers, Spanish speakers, everybody that's associated with us. 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock masses will be canceled. Sunday morning, we've also got graduation mass and a free parish breakfast that's open to everybody in the parish. Call the parish office. Let us know if you're planning to come. Give us a head count. We do want to at least be in the ballpark of food for Sunday morning. Plenty of stuff going on this weekend in the parish, so love to have you. We have readings from the Acts of the Apostles and from John's Gospel. Acts of the Apostles. Last few days of the Easter season, last few days of the Acts of the Apostles, as you've noticed, the last couple weeks we've been really skipping just the high points. And so we're now at the spot where we got to get Paul from Jerusalem to Rome. We'll miss the shipwreck sort of story, which is also good. Paul gets hauled in front of Roman governor, and he is being tried by Jewish folks, and maybe a little bit more savvy, or at least called in a different way to respond to court testimony as compared to others. And so he hammers the divisions that exist in first century Judaism. So like Sadducees and the leadership there do not believe in the wisdom books or in the prophets. And so they only hold the Torah. They don't believe in resurrection. They don't believe in angels, things like that. The Pharisees hold all of that stuff. And so Paul hammers that. I'm here because of my belief in the resurrection. And so he immediately creates division among those who are sitting in judgment on him. That's going to be beneficial in the sense that it keeps him from being condemned by a Jewish court for his proclamation of Jesus. You hear towards the end, and this is actually what I invite you to pray into. Paul experiences a vision of Jesus who tells him not to be afraid, right? So he's arrested. He's being tried. He knows that ultimately, like, terrible things could happen to him. I mean, Paul was held to be a martyr for Jesus, right? So killed because of his proclamation for Jesus. Killed in a more merciful way because he was a Roman citizen from Tarsus. His head was cut off, so it was a rapid death instead of the torturous sorts of things that happened to most of the early Christians. But, Jesus appears to Paul and tells him, don't be afraid. Like, this is going to be for my glory, and it's going to be in Rome. God allows bad stuff to happen. God permits human violence and garbage all the time because, God is bringing everything that's been created into greater glory and greater harmony in Jesus. And in the midst of the drama, when we're so close to it, it can be so hard to see it. And I mean, that is ultimately what faith is the trust that in the midst of all of the humanness around us, that there is a thread or a harmony or a plan or whatever of God that is woven amidst all of it. So how are you being called to be like Paul and to surrender and to trust, even if maybe the Lord's not appearing to you in vision or voice, to know that all of it's for the glory and the honor of God, to be faithful, to be full of love. Okay, John's Gospel, high priestly prayer of Jesus yesterday and today. Jesus prays not just for his not just for his community of students or disciples that are sitting around him at that time. He prays for us, right? I pray not only for these, but also for those who will believe in me through their word. That's you. That's me. 2,000 years ago, Jesus prayed for us, we who would believe because of his word. Just to be mindful that we're connected to Jesus in this whole crazy Jesus movement. Isn't that amazing? Who gave you? Not gave. Through whom did the gift of faith, that divine gift from God, come to you? Who are the human instruments that God used? And it might be a whole community of folks. What a gift. You know, in that succession, the proclamation of faith, generation to generation, also connects us to Jesus. Who do you need to pray for today? Living and dead, perhaps, who have helped you to have the gift of faith. Jesus has prayed for us. And then about 2/3 of the way through, Father, they are your gift to me. That's you. That's me. You are gift. The gift of the Father to the Son. How does that feel? May we know our giftedness. May we know our beloved status. May that make all the difference. May we know that it's not earning it or deserving it or the opinions of others, but that it is indeed God who makes us worthy, and that we are the gift of the Father to the Son. All right, friends. You read those readings prayerfully. See what jumps out at you, and then turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. Happy Thursday. If everything goes right, I should be down in Denver for my niece's graduation today. Pray for folks having a hard time. God bless y'all.